Welcome back to Believe in You Equestrian. If you watch my last video, stop overthinking and start writing what's actually happening, you know I'm Ali Anderson. You might have nodded along to that video and thought, yeah, that's me. That's exactly what happens when I get in the saddle. But then maybe somewhere in the back of your mind, the thought might have crept in, that's all well and good for other people, but my situation really is different. My confidence didn't just dent a little, it properly broke. Or I'm just not naturally a brave rider and nothing's going to change that. I want to talk about that today because I've been there myself and I've seen other riders there too. This isn't a video about willpower or just telling yourself to be braver and you'll be okay. It's about something more specific than that. Real evidence that confidence or trust in yourself isn't something other people have and you don't. It's something you can develop the same way we develop trust in our brumbies who come into the yard scared and unsure of who humans are. This is Pilot. He's a work in progress like most of us and he still struggles with trust. But you'd never look at him and say he just can't learn to trust humans and give up on him thriving in a human environment. And you shouldn't give up on yourself either. Let me show you what I mean. Pilot's still figuring out how to trust people. But if I'm honest, I'm going to be really vulnerable with you today. I've been there myself, just in a different way. Nearly 10 years ago, I did my NLP practitioner training. NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. It's a set of tools around how we think, communicate, and experience life. I went into that training because I was going through some serious mental health challenges, and the week was really an intensive form of therapy for me. My main aim was overcoming what I was facing, and the idea of helping other people down the track was kind of an added bonus. I could see clearly the concepts worked and exactly how powerful they were, but I didn't back myself to use it, to even help myself, let alone anyone else. Sound familiar? It's the same voice a lot of riders hear. Not, this doesn't work, but this works, just not for me. Backing the method is easy, but backing yourself to use it can be really tricky. But here's the thing. When it did start to work, it wasn't a big neon sign moment I was looking for that proudly announced I was finally fixed. It was gradual. Little things I used to overreact to, I started dealing with a bit better, then slightly bigger things and bigger again. Self-trust comes back the same way, little by little, not in one big shiny announcement. So how do you actually build that little by little? You might remember from the last video, we start by noticing what's actually happening, not what might happen, and using that to shape your next stride. This is where that idea keeps going, because shaping your next stride isn't about making it a big scary leap forward, because that'd be scary, right? It's about taking what you notice in this stride and turning it into a slightly bigger, slightly braver next one, not a completely different one. Think of confidence like an elastic band. Stretch it a little and slowly, and it becomes more flexible over time. Stretch it too far too fast, and it snaps back harder than before or breaks altogether. Riders who rebuild trust in themselves aren't chasing that big breakthrough stride, that dramatic leap forward. They're finding the edge of what feels okay today, staying there for a little while before asking for a little bit more. Same small stretch, stride after stride. And sometimes that means not stretching at all, letting the elastic band sit slack for a while, back in what's comfortable, before you ask anything more of it. Because if you're always pushing, never letting it rest, you'll snap it anyway, no matter how careful you think you're being. The edge is different for everyone, which is why it's not about pushing harder. It's about noticing where your comfort actually ends and stretching just past it, one stride at a time, not in one big, scary, giant leap. And it's the same with Pilot. I don't ask him to trust and accept everything humans have to offer all at once. I ask him to be a little bit more curious than he was yesterday. And that's it. That's the whole idea. If part of you is still thinking, that's all well and good, Ali, but my situation really is different, that's exactly who I work with. Bring the reason you're the exception. I sat on my own reason for longer than I'd like to admit, so bring yours and let's actually talk about it. Follow the instructions in the description below to find ways to work on this with me and walk away with something that will actually help you move forward. Chat soon.